Felt better at the crease approaching the way you played the lunch just after.
Yeah, it was I'd probably have to say no. It was probably up there with the best I've moved in a session. I thought it was quite tricky up front, sort of the first 5, 6, 7 overs. Their seamers made it really hard for us, and the ball was going around a bit, and it was quite slow as well. But it was nice to get a good partnership with Ash. I think it was quite important to get through that sort of first hour and allow us to set up a chance for us to go big as a side.
Is that the freedom of having the series won, or did you just feel the space from the
Yeah, it's probably a combination of both. I think in your sort of subconscious mind, having the series won does make a bit of a difference. But also, I think the intensity that you have to have as an opening batter is quite important, and that's sort of what takes over at the crease.
Aiden, you had a similar start to your innings in Cape Town. I mean, is that just the sort of way, is that the zone you want to be batting in, that sort of positivity?
Yes, yes, Ken, definitely. It's important though to still respect good balls and identify good balls that you can't be getting out to, and you need to be showing respect towards. But when the bad one does present itself, or a ball in your zone to score, you need to be in the frame of mind to put it away and to try keep scoring. I think that's quite important for me. I feel that's when I move quite well, is when I'm looking to score. So, yeah, it's, like I said, it's a bit of the intensity as well. A lot of natural and instinctive things take over as well.
Talk us through that dismissal, what went through your mind.
Yeah, obviously disappointed, but it's one of those things. Take it on the chin and we move on.
What have you done that's so wrong to offend the regards since you had Cape Town and then today?
Yeah, it's a good question. I said now to AZ, going forward as a batting unit, the youngsters coming through, the few of us, we've got such good quicks and young quicks that are going to be around for very long that we're going to have to get used to playing on wickets that maybe misbehave or very challenging wickets, because we'd be silly not to prepare wickets that assist our quicks. So we're going to have to find a way going forward to get more bat on it, or get some bat on it at all. But yeah, it's exciting looking at our quicks going forward, and us as batters must just try and make a plan to score.
What did you make of the wicket when you compare it to the other two pitches that the matches have been played on?
A lot better than the first two. Not saying the other two are bad. This is just speaking with sort of my batsman's cap on. I think as a side, maybe we wanted to be a little bit more in the wicket. But having seen how it unfolded this afternoon, there is something in there still. And their seamers and then our seamers sort of were able to get something out of it, which is good signs going into tomorrow.
262, how would you rate that score, first inning score? At par, you under par?
I feel a touch under par, to be honest with you. It's quite hard to comment though, because the late in the day I felt it actually got harder to bat, and I wasn't out there late in the day. So I think it's a score that we'll take. We probably would have wanted a bit more though. We would have liked a batter to get to the 3-figure mark. I think it's quite an important thing for us as Proteas. That's something we really drive for. And there were a couple of us that had the chance today and we didn't sort of make it count, which is a disappointing side of it, but it's something that we can work towards and try to rectify next innings.
Why do you think the batting side really crashed in here?
I think, look, we have to give credit to the Pakistani bowlers. They bowled really well. Mohammad Amir got something to happen, angling away from the right-handers. So they bowled really well. They had the tails up, and just from watching on the TV and watching replays and things like that, there was a bit in the wicket. So, like I said, it's good signs for us going into tomorrow, and we need to try and make sure the ball's in the right area, then things happen from the right area tomorrow.
I'm thinking bigger picture, was this like a often looking to the future of the Proteas with you scoring, Hamza scoring, and Tiana scoring, all the young guys? What do you think of the bigger picture of that?
Yeah, I think it's exciting to see how Zubi played on his debut today. Is something that we can all, as cricket fans, be very excited about. He's a very relaxed guy and a guy that sort of takes everything in his stride, and I think it showed in how he played today. I think we all know sitting here that Dennis de Bruyn's a quality player as well. He might not have scored the runs he would have liked to so far, but I think that 100 in Sri Lanka spoke volumes, and I think there's a lot more to come from him.
Aiden, shutouts seem to get a bit of turn on what is still a day one pitch. Does that give you any reason to reconsider the decision to go with 4 bases again?
I think, I mean, when you see turn and you've left out a spinner and we'll be bowling in that 4th innings, there will be question marks. But at the end of the day, we've selected our 4 quicks, and those 4 quicks did the job at Cape Town. So we have to back them to deliver the goods, even if the wicket does get flat, and even if the wicket is spinner friendly. We need to find a way, or our seamers need to find a way to take wickets, because we've gone with our selection. Now we need to back it up.
Aiden, how determined were you to be fit for this test and then make the most of the opportunity?
Extremely determined, Crystal. I don't think you can ever try pick and choose when you want to play a game. I think you've always got to give yourself the best chance to play a game. Very lucky with Craig Governor being our physio. He's a man who is incredibly good at what he does, and he put a lot of care into trying to get me ready. And yeah, it's sort of a miraculous recovery, you could call it. I never looked like playing sort of 3 days ago. It was just too much pain. But the work he's done has been great, and the care he shows is awesome.
Zach and Kev?
My
Okay.
question had been answered.
Aiden, did the guys intimate that it got harder to bat as the ball got older, and did the pitch get a bit too paced in the afternoon then?
From what it looked like, I'd probably say so, Ken. Definitely a bit more zip in the afternoon, whether it was because there was more balls in the right area or just because there was a bit of tail and the bowlers saw that there was a bit of tail, they put more into the wicket. But they bowled really well. They made it really hard to score, and they hit very good channels. I think the batters felt that they had to play at most balls, but yeah, it was not balls to score off. So we have to give credit to them. They bowled well and made it really difficult.